Genuinely curious how you stay sane having to see/read the same memes and mischaracterizations about you every day on Twitter. I feel like I would be crushed by the weight of that. I don't know. I probably can't convince people on the other end of the aisle of that. But like personally for me, this is like a rewriting that I did. I don't even know if it's a rewriting. This is what I've done like a long time ago. I knew this in the days when I played StarCraft. If you're being attacked by so many different people, which I am right now in a lot of ways, I'll talk about in 2 weeks, right? If you're being attacked by so many different people and every single attack against you is like a personal attack, then it's because you've won. It's because I'm correct on every single thing I'm saying. I've done a lot of political commentary about Trump and the cases and everything else over the past like few months. And the fact that there's not like a single substantive critique of anything that I've said, and it's all like jokes or like jokes or whatever other fucking weird random pictures of me or whatever. It's like, oh, okay. Don't you think that Trump is at the top because he gets name called from all sides, but no one can touch him? Hasn't he won like you have won, Destiny? What's different? What are you talking about? There's a billion different substantive things that you can say about Trump. The reason why you just pretend that it's all name calling is because you're fucking retarded, because you can't engage on a factual level. So all you see is the name calling. You'll see somebody say like, I think that Trump is an authoritarian fascist because he tried to coup the government, because he cheer-led on, this particular insurrection, and because he engaged in all of these underlying, and you'll just hear like, oh, you're just calling him names, saying that he's a dictator, saying he's authoritarian, you're just calling him names. No, what? Adam from Stitch and Adam goes full conspiracy mode. Destiny has turned into everything he's hated about Hassan. Baseless claims with no proof, pure sophistry, outright lies. He's Destinabi. He's just capitalist Hassan. I'd like to point out as well that Destiny has been known as the reasonable, moderate person on the left. I hate this. I hate this year. It's such a bad year for me. The big convos? No, it's not bad. At least I understand. I gained insight and understanding. I won't repeat that mistake ever again. At this point, I think he's sabotaging our channel because he knows that we are, in reality, the reasonable people on the left. Lying about us for a year is free clout now. You've repeated this claim several times and never bothered to actually explain the lies. Is it that you're Trump supporters or right-wing? Because anyone with eyes can see that in your actions recently. Sitch and I constantly made fun of Vivek Ramaswamy in the primaries, even though most of our audience totally loves him. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Wait, what? Only for Destiny to casually tell his giant audience that we are Vivek fans. There is one for you. I feel like I made a mistake. I think that might have been a thing I said. I might have messed up, or I might have thought that they had said that they liked Vivek one time, or maybe I saw the wrong clip. That might be like one thing I've gotten wrong. But like, do they think that I'm like intentionally lying? You know that all of this stuff is available publicly on the internet. Like, why would I lie about a video that you can just go and look? Like, I might have gotten something wrong, but like, Jesus, it's so stupid. It's so unhinged. Can you please go on Stitch and Adam and burn the bridge? No, they said they wouldn't talk to me, I don't think. But I've already burned the bridge with these guys. These guys are fucking losers. Let's say that you are right and Trump goes full authoritarian. Do you think there will ever be a moment of reflection for these centrists? No, because people just move on from one thing to the next. Nobody's ever held accountable for anything. Look at Tim Pool. Look at Tim Pool's tweets today, saying that there was probably a conspiracy for Trump to be assassinated. Official culpability. Someone was involved, either at LEHOP or intentional organizing. Tucker Jones and many others predicted assassination, and it almost happened. A reasonable person cannot conclude it was a lucky, random nut job. I'm thinking if I should bet him on it. I really haven't looked that deeply into it. So I'm betting based on vibes here. Why bet him? Do you think he would ever admit he was wrong? It's just a way to hold accountable. And then if he doesn't want to, it's a way to at least show that he's just like saying shit. Is he a grifter or is his brain just rotted? He's either grifting or he's getting paid by somebody. I think. I really do. It's one of those two. They're not genuinely his beliefs. He's either grifting hard or somebody is paying him for these opinions. Am I going to react to the Leon Lush video? I don't know who that guy is, and if he made a video about me, especially if he's a conservative, usually it's just them soy raging. I can't believe you say that! Like, does he say anything of substance? 28-minute video. I'll give him 3 timestamps. We'll do 2 minutes.
Funny to see him in a meme here. Secondly, the slightly sloped roof thing. Apparently, from what I understand, one of the reasons that the Secret Service director stated as why that roof wasn't better secured was because it was sloped, and that would have been dangerous for the agents.
So we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof, and so the decision was made to secure the building from inside.
Listen, I'm room temp IQ at best. I'm not the one making these decisions.
Okay, so we've got kind of conspiratorial stuff about the assassin was staged or there was some kind of conspiracy there. Okay, cool. Let's do 10 minutes. Let's see what we got here.
So you can stay barely abreast of every hot partisan issue in the news cycle. People mistake you talking fast with intelligence for some reason, but you are simply a parasite with negative testosterone that is...
Oh, he's talking about me. Okay, we've got the talking fast because he's a Neanderthal. Negative testosterone because he's insecure about his masculinity, so he feels the need to attack mine. What else do we got?
Expert at nothing, except LARPing is some sort of thought leader in a space where all you have to do...
Calls me an expert at nothing. Himself is probably literally fucking retarded. I wonder what his most popular videos are. What kind of research are we doing here? Oh, okay, we're reacting to booby girls. Entitled Rat Gets What She Deserves. Calling out YouTube's soda-chugging champion. Okay, so true intellectual. This YouTuber loves cigarettes more than anyone. Okay.
Is be the loudest moron in the room in order to farm attention. Congratulations. Don't get too...
Well, thanks for giving it to me, I guess.
...worked up now, because there's plenty of conservative pundits I would say the same shit about. In fact, we're going to talk about one real quick after this word from today's video sponsor.
Ooh, there are other conservative pundits he'll call out. Okay, interesting. I wonder if it's going to be somebody that doesn't support Trump or somebody that does. Let's find out. Let's see. I have no idea what this guy's political views are, so I truly don't. I have no idea.
Flavored air. Hear me out. Flavored videos that is via the rings is to those I code Leon. That's try today. Most. So much for listening. I appreciate you. Next up, we have some brainworms from the Libs of TikTok Twitter account, one of the most controversial partisan accounts on Twitter with over 3 million followers, recently retweeted and endorsed by Elon Musk. If your life is politics, you either love Libs of TikTok or you hate them. If you're just a normal pleb like me, you watch some shit come up in your feed sometimes, and sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's lame.
Okay. This is a pretty easy W. This is a pretty easy W to just say, like, Libs of TikTok is really bad. We probably shouldn't be celebrating doxing people. Okay? That's a pretty... This should be like the easiest baseline. Are you like a real live decent human being? Should be really easy. Okay? Let's see.
And you read the comments occasionally because you like to watch the world burn. But here's the deal. After this whole thing that happened this week, obviously there's been a lot of people on social media that are not big Trump fans that have said some unsavory shit about the event. Like, oh, I wish the shooter didn't miss, or the shooter should have better aim. It's all like, these jokes about what could have been or what would have been if he didn't turn his head and, have the bullet miss his head by half an inch. Which is, first of all, it's fucking crazy to think that an inch, little head turn just completely changed the course of history. Where would we be right now if the back of his head...
I love you, Tiny, but this thing you're doing with skimming through thumbnails and making assessments is kind of washy. So, one, you're permabanned, okay? Number two, his criticism of me is that I have low testosterone and I speak too quickly, okay? I'm not going to do a 15-hour assessment to see if this guy is a fucking thought leader, okay? Listen, like, he might be a smart dude. I don't know. I literally said at the beginning of this, I said, I'm going to just skip through to 3 different timestamps and listen and, like, have a quick, like, assessment of him. That's it. I'm not, like, making an overall evaluation ruling on, like, what kind of content creator is, how smart is he actually. That's all. I'm just going through 3 timestamps, see what comes up. That's it. Okay? If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Leave. I literally am qualifying this right before I fucking say it. If you can't understand that, why the fuck are you in my channel? Okay? If you're that fucking retarded, go listen to some conservative, okay? Or Vosh.
Got blown off it's just insane. Just been a wild fucking week. Been a lot of patriotism going on. It's just, we've seen kind of a seismic shift in the rhetoric in what's going on in the country. But one thing that came from this, obviously, is conservatives who have been kind of felt this sort of resurgence in patriotism and all these things, which is great. They are now kind of employing the same tactics that they typically cry about the left using on people that have said unsavory things about their safety.
Oh, that's good. Okay. He passed the bare minimum threshold to be a respectable human being, and he's condemning the Libs of TikTok account. Nice job.
You're Donald Trump. For instance.
Are you Darcy Waldron? Yeah? Okay, from Cayuga? And you think that the shooter should have been a better shot? Is that what you posted on Facebook?
I am at work.
You think that the shooter should have been a shooter, huh?
I am at work.
Yeah, I think that's pretty messed up. Pretty anti-American, if you ask me. As a veteran, I'm disgusted. What have you provided to this country? Huh? I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. You are...
Just as a heads up, clip me on this one, Piers, for the next one, okay? Do I have a camera scene? Hello, I'm speaking to you, United States Military Forces veteran. If you were upset about the way that people exercise their freedom of speech in the United States, then you served in the wrong military, Go find another country's military to serve in. You have no fucking idea what this country was founded on. You don't know what the fuck you even defending in the military, okay? And the idea that you would waste your life in active or reserves or whatever fucking duty and then come back and be so fucking mad at how people are choosing to exercise their First Amendment right, which is part of the Constitution, which is part of what you supposedly pledged to protect, means that you're so far gone. You're so fucking deranged and stupid, okay? You don't deserve any respect for being a veteran, okay? You're so stupid. You're so beyond fucking stupid. How can you get upset at somebody for exercising a freedom that ostensibly you serve to protect?
Ridiculous. And I'm making you famous.
And I'm making you famous. So this woman working a minimum wage job, checking out people at Home Depot, posted to her personal favorite. Too bad they weren't a better shoot, right? Probably been that type of thing. That same type of rhetoric has been said by tons of people. I'm not saying I like that or that I agree with it or that I think it's a smart thing to say. But you mean to tell me this dude traveled across the state, found this woman at her job to approach her and make her famous on his phone? Like, what happened to like the free speech thing? What happened to the second, like what happened to anti-censorship? Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of this woman. I probably wouldn't get along with her. Not a fan of people saying stupid shit like that on the internet. But what are we doing? You're doing exactly the same thing that the people you always criticize try to do to you. I've always been in the camp that whatever side of the fence you're on, if you get mad at the other side for saying something mean to the point where you go on a witch hunt and try to get them fired from their jobs and ruin their life because they said some shit on Facebook, that just makes me think you're a fucking baby. Look at this guy. MAGA Swag says, as a contractor who spends about $2,500 a week at Home Depot, I am demanding that she be fired or I'll take my business to Menards and Lowe's.
Do you think he's a real account? I don't know if I trust any of these accounts now.
I'm demanding, bruh. You.
I wonder what his audience says about this. Whoa, the dude who ditched his child from his young marriage. I wasn't ever married to Nathan's mom, but okay. And then try to act like a dating life coach. Definitely never done that in my life. In an open relationship that ended in a nasty divorce is unhinged. Actually, our divorce is pretty easy. $1,000, in and out. Boom, boom. Easier than Steven Crowder's traditional tradcon marriage. Who could have seen it coming? Did anybody here comment on the lives of TikTok thing? Damn, it's all just about me. Yes.